While I was at a meeting, my boss moved my team's desks to the basement, claiming, "Our new star employee deserves the best offices." When I got back and saw my team upset, I just smiled and said, "Pack your bags." My boss had no idea what was coming. I walked into the office after my 3-day regional meeting feeling lighter than I had in months. The quarterly numbers were excellent. Our project deadlines had all been met, and I'd even managed to secure additional budget for team training. The moment I stepped off the elevator, something felt wrong. The usual Monday morning buzz was missing from our department floor. The East Wing corridor where my team of 7 brilliant engineers worked was eerily quiet. "Finola," I called out looking for our lead developer who was always first to arrive. No answer. Our workspace, the one we'd earned after delivering 3 consecutive breakthrough projects, stood empty. Desks cleared, monitors gone. Even the potted plants we'd nurtured were missing, only rectangular dust outlines remained where our equipment had been. I spotted Loxley from accounting walking past. "Hey, what happened to my team?" Oh, his expression shifted to something resembling pity. "You should check the basement. They moved them yesterday." The basement. We didn't even have office space in the basement. The elevator ride down felt eternal. Each floor passing by heightened my dread when the doors opened. I had to navigate through storage areas and maintenance rooms before finding a door with a hastily printed sign. "Engineering Team B." I pushed it open to find my team huddled between exposed pipes and utility boxes, their monitors balanced precariously on folding tables. Extension cords snaked across the concrete floor. Water dripped from a ceiling pipe, landing with rhythmic plunks into a bucket near Finola's makeshift desk. "What happened?" I asked, though their downcast faces told me everything. Finola looked up, her eyes burning with humiliation. "While you were gone, Dieter came down with movers. Said we needed to relocate immediately to make room for the new specialist. We had 30 minutes to pack everything." "A specialist? What specialist?" "Some productivity expert," Ren, our youngest developer, added. "Dieter says he's going to revolutionize the whole department." I climbed back upstairs to our former workspace. MRA, bright, airy, strategically positioned between the testing lab and design team. Now it housed a single person, a young man arranging framed certificates on what used to be my desk, while Dieter, our department head of 5 months, hovered nearby with an expression of unbridled admiration. "Ah, there you are," Dieter exclaimed when he spotted me meet Bastian, our new productivity transformation specialist. His revolutionary approach increased output 300% at his last 3 companies. "He needs proper space to implement his vision." He lowered his voice. "Your team can manage downstairs until next quarter's budget review." I stared at Bastian, who didn't even pause arranging his awards to acknowledge me. I nodded silently and returned to the basement, where my team waited, the distant hum of industrial machinery vibrating through the walls. The Wi-Fi signal barely reached. The nearest bathroom was a single toilet behind a shower curtain. The air smelled of mildew and defeat. 32 years with this company," muttered Vega, our hardware specialist, "and this is how they treat us." I surveyed their dejected faces, people who had given everything to this company, who had pulled countless all-nighters to meet impossible deadlines, now stuffed in a basement like unwanted furniture. Then I smiled calmly. "Pack your bags," I said, "not just for down here." Everything they stared, confused but trusting. I held their gaze. My smile never wavering. "Trust me. Just start quietly gathering everything you might want to take with you someday and keep this conversation between us." If you're enjoying this story so far, please tap that like button and subscribe for more workplace revenge stories that will leave you breathless. I'd love to hear in the comments if you've ever been undervalued at work. My name is Thea Moretti, and until that basement moment, I'd been the loyal, dependable leader of Engineering Team B for 8 years before joining the company. I'd spent 15 years coordinating refugee camp logistics during humanitarian crises across 3 continents. The company had hired me for my technical knowledge, unaware that I'd spent those years building global industry relationships while setting up supply chains in impossible conditions. I wasn't just good at solving technical problems. I excelled at solving human ones. When I transitioned to corporate life, I brought those skills with me. I could spot talent in unlikely places and build cohesion among wildly different personalities. Each member of my team had been handpicked, not just for their technical brilliance, but for their ability to solve problems under extreme pressure. Finola, our lead developer. Paper had been rejected by 3 other companies because of her unfiltered communication style before I recognized her genius with complex systems. Ren, fresh out of college, but with natural talent for finding elegant solutions, had been passed over for higher-profile graduates. Vega had been ready to retire when I convinced him his hardware expertise was irreplaceable. Then there was Dax, our quietest member, who spoke 5 programming languages but struggled with human ones. Kyrie, whose testing protocols had become industry standard. Indra, whose security systems were impenetrable, and Noor, who could translate technical requirements into language anyone could understand. For 8 years, we delivered consistently excellent results without fanfare. We weren't the flashiest team, but executives knew we were the ones to call when they needed something impossible done reliably. 6 months earlier, our longtime department had retired, and Dieter arrived with grand ambitions but zero understanding of our work. From day one, He'd been hunting for a game changer to impress executives, ignoring our consistent results in favor of flashy innovations. His golden hire, Bastian, had dazzled him with buzzword-filled presentations and promises of revolutionary methods. What Dieter never investigated was why someone with such transformative skills changed jobs 3 times in 2 years. For 2 weeks after the basement relocation, we worked from our exile. The conditions were abysmal. The temperature fluctuated wildly. The lighting gave everyone headaches, and twice we had to cover equipment during overhead pipe leaks, yet my team followed my quiet instructions. Archive projects, organize knowledge bases, create transition guides, while continuing their assigned tasks without complaint. I don't understand why we're documenting everything so meticulously. Dax whispered one afternoon, "It's not like they appreciate our work anyway, everything we do should be done with integrity." I replied loud enough for everyone to hear, "No matter where we do it,